So, just looking at the book, at the front of the book, what do you guys, raising your hand, know or think that the book is going to be about? Yes.
Losing a lemur.
Well, because you got that from
The tiger.
the title. Okay. What about you? I'm sorry? Playing with the lemur, you said?
And it's going to be all about lemurs.
All about lemurs?
I think the book is about
He's going to be meeting a lemur and he's going to be his friend. So let's see. Now the title does say How to Lose a Lemur by Fran Preston Gannon. So we're going to see inside what the book is about. Has anybody read this story before?
No.
You have? Okay, so don't tell us what it is, okay? How to lose a lemur. Can everybody see?
Yes.
Everyone knows that once a lemur takes a liking to you, there is not much that can be done about it. So when a lemur began to follow me one bright sunny morning in the park, I tried my hardest to ignore him. I tried hiding up a very tall tree, but it was no good. Before long, other lemurs began to appear. So I jumped on my bike and rode as fast as I could to try to get away. But I wasn't fast enough. They're catching up. I tried telling them to leave, but they just smiled back at me and wanted to play. So I bought a ticket for the next train leaving town. I jumped on board and off I went. When that didn't work, I jumped in a boat and drifted across the lake. Where are the lemurs?
Down in the water.
You see them, huh? Then I took the skies in a hot air balloon and floated up, up, and away. I traveled through the desert in the scorching heat, but that didn't work either. So I tried climbing the highest mountain through blizzardy snow and cold winds. And just when I thought they were finally gone, I realized that I had traveled very far home and I didn't know how to get back. I was lost and all alone. But then, one by one, I started to see some familiar faces. They took me by the hand and we went back through the desert, back over the mountain, back through the skies, back across the lake, and home, back on the train, and home at last. And then I began to realize that maybe, just maybe, they were not so bad after all. Maybe we could be friends. Because as everyone knows, once a lemur takes a liking to you, there is not much that can be done about it. That's the end. You guys like the story?
Yes.
So who can tell me what the story was about? What? How to lose a lemur?
That the boy was traveling away from all the lemurs.
Okay.
The boy wanted to get the lemurs away, but he didn't realize that everywhere he went, he was going farther and farther.
Okay.
Every time he was traveling to race it, he knew that someday the lemurs were following him. I was about to say what she said, and I think the lemurs were just trying to like him because the boy didn't want the lemurs, but at the end of the story, the boy liked the lemurs.
Okay. So was the story about what you thought by looking at the front of the book? Did you think it was the same that you thought it was going to be? Did you like the story? So, what do you think was the conflict of the story? Does anybody know? Do you have an idea?
A boy is trying to get away from a lot of
A boy that's trying to get away from a lot of lemurs. So that is kind of the conflict. What do you think the conflict was?
the boy, he didn't want the lemurs to follow him, so he traveled a lot of places.
So what do you think, what was the first place that he went to? Who can tell me? Yes.
I think he just started walking down a little walkway, and then the lemurs just came up to him and followed him.
Did he get on something?
No.
What did he get on?
A bike.
He got on a bike, and then after that he got in one. Where? An air balloon? He got on a train. Okay. Now, who was the main character of the story? Let's pick a new person. Go ahead.
Lemur.
The lemur was the main character?
No,
The boy? How do you know that that was the main character?
because he was on every page.
Okay.
Because he was like mostly in the story.
He was mostly in the story.
Because they talked about him and he was in every picture.
Very good. So, did you like the story?
Yeah.
What was the resolution of the conflict? How did he, at the end, how did he come about resolving his conflict?
He felt happy.
He felt happy?
That he would
He took the lemurs home?
I mean, the lemurs.
The lemur helped him. Okay, so it was, the title said that he wanted to lose the lemurs, but then the lemurs took him home. So what do you think happened there?
He was like happy about it, like, and then he just became a friend because they helped him come back.
Very good. He became his friend, and they actually helped him. So it wasn't such a bad thing after all, like he thought at the beginning.
He thought that having lemurs as his friend might be weird, so he tried to get away from them, but he just got farther from home, so, and then the lemurs helped him get home, and maybe all he wants is to get home. So now he's the lemur's friend.
Good job. Yes.
I think that he was mad at them because they kept on following him, and then when they brought him back home, I think he decided to become their friend because he was happy that he brought them home, and now they won't follow him.
Those are really good answers. I'm very glad that you guys liked the book and that you were paying attention, and that way you could answer those questions. We're going to go ahead and go back to our chairs, and we're going to pair up with our friends so that we can do an activity. This activity is going to require you guys to use some items and come to a sentence so you can put it in order, and we can go back to the story, what we talked about on the story, and see if we have all our items and all our sentences together so that we know the story, what happens in each part of the story. So go ahead and go to your seats. Great job, guys. So if you don't have a partner right next to you, find somebody that's by themselves and the chair is empty so you can work with that person. So I'm going to be giving you a bag with bottle caps. You can open it once you get it. So both of you will be working together, and you're going to build a sentence. How does that sentence sound? Is it only you by yourself? I'll give you one by yourself so you can work. And if you need help, I can help you. Go ahead and open it.
Hot air. You guys have to share.
We're gonna be sharing. Did I give you one? So you guys work together, and then I'll help you with it. When you are ready, it's an I. If you have questions about the wording, and if you can't make the word up, just raise your hand so I can come to you. And when you are good and you think you have your sentence, put your thumb up so I know that you're ready. I have one ready over here. Let's see who else. Are you allow him to participate, okay? You got it together? Good job.
It was actually two.
Good job.
The way I get to try.
Good job.
And I got one. A way I get to try.
All right. Put your thumbs up so I know that you did it and you're good to go. All right. Are you still working on it? Or are you good? Okay. Remember, you have to make a sentence. Okay. I know it looks like an H, but it's actually an I. Okay. Let's wait for our friend. She's almost done, so we can discuss that. Yeah. If you're good to go, just put your thumb down. We're only waiting for one friend. All right. So who would like to go first? Raise your hand. All right. Go ahead. What does yours say?
I got a train ticket.
Good job. You guys?
Takes a liking to you.
Takes a liking to you.
How to lose a lemur.
Very good.
I climbed the highest mountain.
I climbed the highest mountain. Lemurs began to follow me. I jumped in a boat. Good job. She worked by herself, so that was awesome. Go ahead.
I tried to get away.
I tried to get away.
In a hot air balloon.
In a hot air balloon. And if you guys heard all the sentences that we read, who do you think is going to go first? What sentence do you think will go first? Did you guys get to read yours?
No.
Okay, go. Hang on a second. Go ahead and read it. Listen, guys. Listen. Over here.
I traveled through the desert.
I traveled to the desert. Okay, so
Through the desert.
I'm sorry. If you can hear my voice, put your hands on your head. Thank you. You can put your hands on your lap now. Okay, we need to listen so we know what order does the sentence go, okay? They all have been pulled out from the story. So if you were listening to the story, you were listening to your friends, you would know. Raise your hand if you think that yours is the first sentence, and we can discuss it together. Yes, Gabrielle.
Alice says takes a liking.
Okay, what do you guys think? Takes a liking to you. What about yours? Let's hear yours. How to lose a lemur. Is that the beginning of the story? Why? What do you think? Why do you think that? Yes. It's the title. Very good. So the title is the beginning of the story. So how to lose a lemur. Now who knows what sentence goes first? Raise your hand if you think yours.
No.
No? Anybody? All right, so let's go back to the book and see what sentence will go first. We'll go after the title. So after the title, everyone knows that once a lemur takes a liking to you, there is not much that can be done about it. Did somebody hear their sentence there?
Yeah.
You did? What is yours say?
Takes a liking to you.
Good job. That is the second. Now, does anybody have the third one? Raise your hand and read. Look at your words and tell me. If you already figured out your word, you can put it back in the bag. That's fine. What is yours saying? Lemur began to follow me. That was very good. That is actually the third one, I believe. Let's read it. So when a lemur began to follow me one bright sunny morning. So the lemur did follow him. So that is actually the third one. Who has the fourth? Fourth sentence. Let's see. I tried climbing up very tall trees, but was no good. Before long, other lemurs began to appear. Anybody have something that, did you hear your sentence there? No? Let's go to the next one and see. So I jumped on a bike and rode as fast as I could to try to get away. Look at your sentence so you know. Go ahead. I tried to get away. That is actually, yeah, that's it. I tried to get away. There it is. You see it? Can you spot it? Can we put those items away? Thank you. What is the next one? I tried telling them to leave, but they just smiled back at me and wanted to play. Who has that sentence? Somebody has that one, so look at your words. I'm gonna read it again. I tried telling them to leave, but they just smiled back at me and wanted to play. Nobody has that one? Okay. So I bought a ticket for the next train leaving town. I jumped on board and off I went. Read yours.
I bought a train ticket.
Good job. Once you got your word, you can put it back in your bag. When that didn't work, I jumped in a boat and drifted across the lake. Read yours. I jumped in a boat. Very good. Then I took the sky in a hot air balloon. You guys got it? Read it out loud.
In a hot air balloon.
In a hot air balloon. Very good. I traveled through the desert in a scorching heat, but that didn't work either. You guys have it? Go ahead.
Yes. I traveled through the desert.
Good job. So I tried climbing the highest mountain through I'm sorry, that word just gets to me. Snow and cold winds. Go ahead.
I climbed the highest mountain.
Good job. And you did it together. I like that. And just when I thought they were finally gone, I realized that I had traveled very far from home. And I didn't know how to get back. Does anybody have that one? Nobody?
No, I don't.
Look at your words. Did you guys like the story? Was that something that you guys would like to read about later?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have another activity. If somebody can collect the bags.
I will.
All right, you can help collect them, okay? Put them up so your friend can see it. I'm gonna be putting some puzzles in each carpet, okay? So you can find a puzzle. I'm sorry. Listen. The puzzles, and basically what you're going to do, you're going to look for the word and you're going to match it where the correct noun or pronoun that's on the puzzles. And once you have it, the noun should be on your left side, and then the words should be on the right side. So you can pair up with two friends or another friend. So I'm going to put here, if you're closest to this carpet, you guys can come and join this carpet.
Where do you want me to go? Do we have a partner?
You can pick a partner, that's fine. We are, wait, guys. If you're closest to this other carpet, you can come to this other carpet.
Where do you want me to put these?
You can put them on that table, sweetie. Thank you for helping.
You two can match together. No, there's another bag over there.
Or find a friend. So remember, the puzzle, you're going to look for the words, not for the design. We're going to see the design after if you did it correctly, okay? So you should be looking for the words. No? No, look for the puzzle first. Look for the words. It should match. Noun on your left-hand side and the word on your right-hand side.
Do we have to put the puzzle together?
No, don't look at the puzzle. Guys over there, if you can hear me, put your hands on your head. I know there's a couple of friends not listening because they don't have their hands on their head. Thank you. You should not be building the puzzle. You should be looking for the words first, and then we'll see if you got it correctly once we turn it around, if the puzzle is matching.
One is for person.
Good job, guys.
Early is a What is a boy? Noun.
What's the, you do the noun.
Adverbs.
All right, I'm going to give you a hand. The nouns, and then these words we're going to go in the left-hand side, and then the words that you're going to match them up are going to be on this side.
Synonyms.
The synonym.
Adjectives, I think. I'm getting it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a hand.
Faster.
We're going to put the words noun, verb, pronoun, adverb, and adjectives are going to go on your left hand side, okay? And then these words you need to match them up with the correct. You're not gonna make a sentence.
Wait.
Alright, guys.
Yeah.
Noun,
I don't get this.
pronoun,
verb,
no, I know. Adverbs and adjectives are going to go on one side on your left hand side. The words are going to come and match the other side. I think that you're missing a word. Oh, you have it. Alright, so pair them up. Guys, look at the girls how they're setting up. That is how you should be setting up.
That's what I'm doing. They're like, no.
Okay, so
I'm doing nothing.
you have a word on the other side. I'm going to help you out.
Okay,
Noun,
and
pronouns,
John. What is John?
adverbs, and adjectives are going to be on your left hand side, like I said. And then you're going to pair them up and match them up with the correct words. And then if you got it, if you think you got it, we're going to flip them once everybody's ready.
Noun, pencil. Yeah. Drives. Miss Eileen.
We'll see. You guys are ready? Okay. All right. Are you sure you got it?
Let's just first.
I think there's a couple of there that you need to flip.
Okay.
A pronoun is going to substitute the name for a noun. No, you were right. A noun is what? What is a noun?
Person, place.
Very good. A person, place, or a thing. Now, pronouns. What are pronouns? They substitute who? Good job. There you go. You see? You're getting it. It's an action.
An adverb.
It's describing who?
Okay. The person. We know pencil is a noun because there's a fee. Person drives. I'm not a fee. So when I the pronoun,
Okay. I think that you got two there that need to be fixed. Yes. That one says frightened. Guys, if you don't know the meaning of the word, raise your hand. I'll be there in a minute.
I don't get any of it.
Okay, I think you guys are almost there. I think you're doing a pretty good job, actually.
I just switch it around.
All right.
Switch it around.
So,
See?
we're going to look for the words, okay? So, noun, pronoun, these words should be on your left-hand side. And then the matching words are going to be on your right-hand side, okay?
Shiny pencil.
Verb,
No.
adverb.
I know.
Okay, match them up.
We need to
I think you guys are good. It's looking pretty good.
No,
All right, we're going to put the noun on the top. So, what is a noun?
Places, people, and
Very good. Very good. What is a verb? A verb is an action. Pronouns are substituting the words. So you're good. Adverbs are explaining the verb. Okay. And then adjective is. I think you're good. All right, guys. So what we're going to do now, we're gonna go ahead and flip them right there where you have them. You're gonna flip them over, and we're gonna see if we got them correctly. Yeah, in the back you're gonna make a puzzle when you flip them, but it should stay the same place.
You messed it all up and then you said.
That's okay. You can correct it. That's fine. There you go. You guys have it.
There we go. Now we have it. There we go.
Very good job. Pat yourself on the back. You did a great job,
We all
guys.
got different cereal.
Yeah, there's different puzzles.
Oh, we got
All right, guys. If you are done and your puzzle is complete, show me. Good job. Yes. You think it's missing some pieces? Then I would suggest to get up and see if they're under you, maybe. No. No, those are complete unless we misplaced them. That's okay. All right, let's put them back in their bags. If you completed your puzzle, you guys are good. Once you got your stuff in your bag, go back to your seat, and I'm gonna collect the bags. I might have done it. Sorry. All right, guys. Once we collect the puzzle, put it back in the bag, and make your way. We're gonna make our way back to our seats, and I'm gonna get a person to help collect them. Okay. Good job.
We got three.
Give me a second.
I don't like it. Please. Oh, you can go push it. I got it. Put me in the back.
You can have a seat, and Vanessa, yes, you can collect the bags.
I can't close it.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. We'll get it closed. All right. Did you guys like this activity?
Yeah.
Was that fun?
Yeah.
Who was having a little difficulty? Raise your hand. That's okay if you were. Yes. You were? What do you think was more difficult for you? What was the part that was more difficult?
Oh, you should talk to me.
Trying to find out. Maybe I wasn't specific with my instructions. Okay, that's okay. What about you? What was the hardest, you think?
The puzzle because we didn't have white pieces, so.
You think you were missing pieces? All right. Anybody else?